Pennystock billionaires, welcome back to the program. Look, my goal is to bring you stocks which can increase 1,000% or more, 10x or more. You already know that. I've given you one winner after another. Every new stock we've launched has increased on average. They double in the first day, right? That's been our thing. We've had, again, I don't want to go down the whole list. We've had doubles, triples. Seattle was up 700%. What you guys don't know, okay, now these stocks I've been talking about promoting here on social media, on TikTok, on the YouTube, those have been client companies, right? These are companies that pay us money, pay me money basically to promote their stock, pay my company money to promote their stock. And I'm very good at it. I only take on companies which I believe have that 10x upside potential. Okay. I believe they have that 10x upside potential, but yeah, I got to be very selective because here's the thing. I got on my watch list, I have dozens of companies and, we have lots of stocks that are breaking out, right? The thing is, it's very hard to convince. A lot of these CEOs, they don't get it. Most public company CEOs, they don't understand promotion. And that's why those stocks are undervalued. That's why they stay low. That's the problem, right? So the reason they're a bargain is because the CEOs don't know how to promote the stock. And it's hard. A lot of these guys, they don't understand the concept. So anyway, look, here's where I'm going with this. Here's the point of this. The point is, when I take on clients, it's a very hard, it's hard to find a good company, a good promotional client that'll also, sign up and has got the chart set up and is going to do the news flow and everything else. So what I've decided to do is I just realized, what? I should be, I think I had this epiphany. I'm not that bright. I know a lot of you guys have been saying things about me that I'm stupid, and you might be right because it took me a while to realize, I can make a lot more money trading my own account with these stocks than with doing all the work I got to do for 6 months promoting these clients, right? For example, look, the methodology I'm using, I've had major 10 baggers. I just exited the EOSC that went up 1,500%. I got into the stock at $1.12 or whatever. I forgot what the number is, and I got out in the $16 to $17 range. A few months ago, and this week I sold the balance. So I'm out of the stock. I might get back into it. You never know. Okay, but I made about 1,400%, 1,500%, somewhere in that range. I also made, what do you call it? Oh, look at this. We got Marcelo top. Hey, konnichiwa, ohayo gozaimasu. Our friend from Japan. That's right. We get a global audience, Marcelo. Anyway. I just exited this week. I might have gotten out too early with gold stocks that I'm up I made like 500%. It should have been more, but I got uranium stocks. But here's the thing. Let me tell you guys about the stocks right now that are members. That's right. In our private member group, we have a private member group. It's on WAP, WHOP. If you click the link above in the bio, you can join them. If you're watching on TikTok, it's the link in the bio. It's on WAP. You join. If you're watching on YouTube, the link is in the video description below, okay, to join us on WAP. And if you join, you're going to see all the plays that we're in right now. That's right. You're going to know exactly which stock I'm about to be talking about today or next week. You can be in early, okay? Now, I'm not here to pump these stocks that I own. Every stock I'm going to be talking about right now, it is a stock I own, okay? So this is not a buy-sell recommendation. These are stocks I own personally. And I can buy or sell anytime. And whether you buy or sell, you want to short this, I don't care what you do. You do you. Our members are up bigly. We've had a number of big winners. And I just want to share with you right now a stock which we launched last week that doubled, okay? And is ready to go to the moon. By the way, Rocket Lab, RKLB, we got a beautiful, beautiful upside reversal. Let me just show you on the charts. Here is what I'm looking at. This is the Rocket Lab chart. You see this? Look at this. This shows you a stock that's strong. Look at this. You got the sell-off, very minor sell-off. I got shaken out. And we got the upside reversal that happened, and you got confirmation. Today's the confirmation day. I'd like to see a little bit more volume. We're going to find out if that happens. But Rocket Lab, look, to be honest with the Rocket Lab, I think it's very cool what they're doing. I like the chart. Number one is I like the chart. These guys are the pure play on space. The space stocks are going to the moon, literally. Okay, and it's a very exciting time. I got to tell you, it's such an exciting time to be alive. Really, we're really very blessed to be alive right now, because I mean, look at this amazing stuff happening. When I was a kid, what did we have? What kind of toys did we have? In the 80s, you had, I don't know, like what, you had nothing. You had a skateboard, maybe, I don't know. Today, you got drones. You got these. I mean, look at this. I see the kids today. They got drones. They're flying little drones. They got these mopeds, these electric mopeds, or even these wheels. It's like a wheel. You stick on the wheel and it rides. I've seen guys in Miami they have these surfboards that go on the water with some electric motor underneath them. It's unbelievable. I mean, but here's the thing. But these are just toys, right? They're little trinkets. The rocket stuff is amazing. I was a big fan of rockets when I was a kid. I was into rocketry, make these rockets from, was it Estes, build these little rockets, send them up. I stopped doing it because I lost a bunch of them. The parachute, the wind goes and whatever. Anyway, the Rocket Lab thing is amazing. These guys their business is absolutely exploding, but that is not the banger. That is not the banger that I'm going to be talking about today. That's not the banger. The banger is, I'm going to show you a stock that could build generational wealth for you right now. Here we go. Ready for this? The stock I'm going to be telling you about is, for now, we're going to tell you a few stocks. But if you want to know the real banger, you got to join our program. It's $95 a month. And every day we give you a bunch of winners, stocks that are breaking out, that have 10x upside potential, that can go to the moon. TYGO. We're talking about TYGO, TYGO. I'm going to show you the chart. TYGO is a stock we told you about at $1.80 last week. You looked at my TikTok videos. If you guys on TikTok, you could have seen it. You could have gotten in at $1.80. We doubled in 3 days. Okay, now I think TYGO, TYGO, can increase to $15-25 or more. What do? I have no idea what they do. No, okay, they're in the solar business. They make the solar utility type stuff very efficient. Data centers. Look, the data center thing, the AI is a major mega trend. Okay, the AI thing is a major mega trend. Okay, and anything to do with power, okay, is rocketing right now. Let me show you something crazy. So this is TYGO. I'm going to show you the chart. Okay, wait, let me show this. I'm going to show you the TYGO chart. TYGO. We're trading at 375, and I think next week we're going to be at $455. Again, I'm holding the stock. I own the stock. I'm already up basically. It's basically been a double. So this is TYGO, 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 TYGO. You see that right there? TYGO, we're up bigly. And by the way, you want to see stocks that are up on a down day. Okay, stocks that are up on a down day, very positive. Now look, this is where we got in. I'm showing you the chart just to give you perspective. I think we go over here. This is my target to close that gap, which is $20. We're at 375 today, roughly. Hang on 1 second. Is it a long-term hold? I'm going to hold that question. I'm going to answer that question in just a second. Now, let me just be very clear about something. In case you guys don't know, there's a lot of, so-called fake, there's a lot of these fake gurus on TikTok, on YouTube, social media. Everybody's an expert, okay? Everybody, they got these fake trading programs. They say they're sitting at their home, at home with wearing a baseball cap indoors. I literally wrote the book on 10 bagger stocks. Okay, it's called 10 Bagger Blueprint. This is not written by AI. I wrote this. This is based on my experience of creating literally $1 trillion in wealth for investors over the last 30 years. I'm doing this a long time. I got my stockbroker's license. When did I get it? I got it when I was 18. I got my Series 3 commodity futures license when I was 16. I'm a lot older than 16. I don't know, a little bit older than 16 today, right? So I'm doing this a long, long time, right? And what it's done for me is, again, I'm not the brightest guy in the world, but I know how to recognize patterns. I'm really great at recognizing patterns. It's one skill I have. And I see commonalities with stocks that become 10 baggers. So I wrote this book, which gives you my proven system. I'm applying that system now to the stocks I'm sharing with members in our premium community, which you could join. Okay, you click the button, link above in the bio. It's on WAP. It's $95 a month. we're going to be raising that price. It's going to be going to $500 a month very soon. Okay, this is like you got probably a month or two. We're going to have it cheap, let people in. Then we're going to jack up the price because I don't want to have a lot of people in the program. Now check this out. So this, okay, and this is exactly where we got into TYGO right over here. I told you guys about TYGO right here at $1.80. We're at $1.80, okay, and we broke out on this big volume. You can't even see it, but it's very big. And look at this, it's going up. Now, this move is just getting started, okay? In my opinion, the TYGO move is getting started, and we're going to break out today, okay? Now, I'm going to be telling you about the new stock. Should I tell you about the new stock? Maybe I'll wait. I don't know if I'll tell you. I don't know if you guys deserve it. But anyway, if you join the WAP program, you're going to know exactly which stock it is. I might be pumping it next week. That's right, next week. Anyway, I want to show you this TYGO chart. This is unbelievable. This is unbelievable, but true. Look at this. Look at this volume. Look at this volume. This is where we launched the stock. Okay. By the way, it's not a client. I own the stock personally. I got a lot of shares. Look at this volume. Volume tells you what's going on, my friends. Volume does not lie. Look at this. Look what's going on. We sold off on light volume. The sell-off, consolidation, very light volume. All of a sudden, boom, we're starting to move again. Look at this. We're forming a pennant, okay? Whatever you want to call this, whatever box, whatever you want to call it, okay? We're going to be breaking out of there, and it's going to go, I believe, we're going to hit next week. Guys, this is your last chance to get on board TYGO. Now, I don't care if you're in or out. They're not paying me. I don't care what you do. You could be my exit liquidity. But I'm planning actually to hold the stock for a while. TYGO, I believe next week can hit. I think we go to $5-6. I think we go to $5-6 next week. Now let me show you the weekly charts on TYGO. Oh, it's going to go crazy next week. Look at this. Look at this. Guys, look at this chart here. I don't know if you guys are watching this on the YouTube. I don't know if you're seeing this. We don't even have a lot of people watching, which is good. That's when usually these things go. Okay, I'm looking at TYGO, TYGO, Nicholas. We're talking about TYGO. Check this out. Check it out, baby. TYGO. This is the weekly chart. That's your weekly chart. By the way, this is not completely correct. It's only one bar. This second bar, it's a fluke. But basically, the TYGO thing is ready to break out. That's your weekly chart. The green line is your 200 MA, right at 535. I believe we're going to break out of 535 next week. If we break out of 535, we're going to have escape velocity. We break out of 535, TYGO is going to go to the moon. Okay, TYGO is going to go to the moon next week if we break out of that 200 moving average. Now, this is exactly the type. By the way, the setup on TYGO, the reason I bought TYGO, the reason I'm telling you guys that about EOSE, which I made 1,500% and 1,400%, whatever the number is. The reason I'm telling you about that is for one reason, because the chart setup where I got into EOSE, the chart pattern is exactly what we're seeing with TYGO. It's exactly the same pattern. I mean, 90% there. Okay. So is TYGO going to increase 1,500%? I don't know, but I'm planning to ride this out. Now, somebody was asking me, is it a long-term hold? Who asked about, is it a long-term hold? I'm not a day trader, okay? We're giving you, we have our premium program, which is on WAP. Again, click the link above if you're watching on TikTok, link below if you're watching on YouTube or whatever, or in the bio. The link is in the bio, wherever you guys are, okay? The link is in the bio to join us on WAP. It's a premium program, members only. And there, every day, I'm giving you guys a few stocks which are ready to break out, which are breaking out. And by the way, I am buying those stocks, okay? If I'm telling you about the stock, that means I already own it, okay? I'm putting my own hard-earned money into that stock. It's not a paid client. These are stocks I'm putting my money where my mouth is. I'm putting my money where my mouth is. And I'm telling you where I get in, and I tell you when I get out. And we're not always right. We've taken a couple of small losses, 2, 3, 5% type of losses, which is fine. I want to cut losses quickly because somebody was asking, is it a long-term hold? My goal is not to day trade, 50 times a day. My goal is to buy a stock and hold it ride it till it goes to the moon. I want to ride a stock till it becomes 100 bagger. That's my book, 10 bagger. What's the name of this book? 10 bagger blueprint. It's not called a day trading. This is not day trading 101. This is buy, ride the trend. It could be 6 months. It could be a year, 18 months. Usually it's 6 months to 18 months. Okay. But can I tell you a long-term hold? Can I tell you how many stocks I've sold after I made 10x or 15x, 20x, and then they went on to 80x, 100x, 1,000x? Well, only 1,000 bagger. But anyway, the point is this. You never know how high one of these things can go, okay? And the idea is you want to ride that trend. That's what this book is all about. Now, I want to give you guys an update. I'm going to be releasing an updated version of my book because this book is mostly about penny stocks. This book was how to get rich with penny stocks and become 10 baggers. The problem with cheap penny stocks, especially these Canadian stocks, which I was dealing with mostly, the Canadian stocks are mostly scams. They're mostly fugazis. I'm telling you, the Canadian Scam Exchange, aka the CSE, the Toronto Scam Exchange, the TSX, most of those companies are fugazi. They're fake it till you make it stocks. It's something I explain in the book. They're not real companies, meaning that if they become 10 baggers, that's it. You got to get out. Okay, you make your money, you move on, because the odds of them going higher, not that good. But with these companies, which have fundamentals, these NASDAQ companies like TYGO, stuff like that, those could become 100 baggers. Okay, we've seen those become 100 baggers. So I'm updating my new strategy to basically ride these trends. What's interesting is this, by the way, just to be clear, I do not trade in client stocks. So if we have a client, I don't trade their stock because it's a conflict of interest. These are stocks I'm buying myself. Now you can join me, you can get in, you can see what I'm doing on our WAP program. Again, the link is in the bio. Click the link above. Now, let's talk about, I'm going to give you guys, so you already know about TYGO. TYGO is a stock that's ready to go to the moon. Next week, I believe it's going to break out above $5. Now, I'm going to share with you, I was thinking, should I tell you about the new banger, the banger that's ready to go to the moon? Which I was planning to tell you about today, that was up yesterday. Our members are up bigly. The stock rocketed, it was up like 50% yesterday. We got in early at the ground floor. Again, I like to get in at the ground floor. And I don't think I'm going to tell you about the stock. I'll tell you about another one of our stocks. So I'll tell you about another stock we're in. Okay. Our members are in the stock. And we're up. So far, well, I'm up because I bought it. I'm up about 20% in a couple days. It was up more today. It was up like 40%. And I think that it's good for a triple or double or triple. It could go higher. I have no idea. And that symbol is ALT. ALT is a stock we're in right now. Here is on the screen. Okay. ALT. I'm going to show you the chart. Okay, that's the ALT chart. Okay, the ALT chart, we got the breakout above the 50 moving average. Excuse me, this is the weekly. I'm sorry. This is the weekly chart. So we get the breakout on the weekly confirmation. We get a confirmed breakout on the weekly chart. And we're going to move in on the 200 moving average, which is a big deal. Okay, that's coming up at 713 on Altimmune. 566 today. We rocketed. This stock is a beast stock. Let me show you this. So we got into the stock over here. This is where we got into the stock right here. This day, right here, early in the morning. And now you see we got a golden cross. You got an upside reversal pattern and a golden cross. And you got the volume confirmation. Okay, you see that? I'm showing you a stock that I have my own money in, and it's up bigly. Okay, that's a big move. Okay, you got in here at what is it? Hang on a second. I'll tell you what price I paid. I paid $469. I paid $469 on ALT, and today $469. We hit 642. We hit 642. That's 50% move. Not bad, right? 50% in a couple days. You do that over and over again, that's pretty good, right? And I'm not day trading. I'm not sitting all day, like a maniac, churning my account, making the brokers rich. That's not what I'm doing. We're here to ride trends, baby. We're here to ride trends. And by the way, why now you're saying I'm up 50%? Why didn't you sell? Most low life day traders would have sold. I'm not in it for I'm in it to make a double, triple at least. Now I'm going to show you something else. Look at this. This is your 1 hour chart. Okay, I'm not looking at a minute chart. This is your 1 hour chart. You got a golden cross right here, which means we're ready to go to the moon. Okay, you got a golden cross on the daily chart as well. You see this? This is very bullish signal. Every time we see that, we get a major breakout on stocks. So I believe next week Altimmune could hit 10 bucks plus plus. Maybe not. Again, nothing here is a buy sell recommendation. These are high risk stocks. You do whatever you want to do. These are not clients. These are stocks I am buying with my own account, and that's the idea. Okay, now let me see here. Let's see. Okay, so it's got the heat coming on. All right. TYGO, by the way, TYGO, I think today, I'll be very happy if TYGO closes in the 370s. I'll be very happy if we get a close in the 370s. Again, we get a private Telegram channel. And if you want to know how these things work, right? What am I using? How do I read these charts? You join our program. On WAP. You click the link above, and you're going to get the video version, the video course, the 10-bagger blueprint video course. Somebody saying, thank you, I make a fortune of shorting all your recommendations. Okay, hey, you do you. Show me your account. I love all these like little trolls on TikTok. Broke people sitting in their mom's basement. Who they're haters. They're jealous haters. They hate. You know what I've noticed? What's funny on TikTok? It's so sick. I do a video about a stock that's doubling, and recently we've gotten low views, right? But I did a video telling you about stocks I lost money with, where I had stop losses. I lost a couple $100, whatever. That video got a lot more views. Why? Because people love to see, people unsuccessful. They love to see like negativity. They love to see. I know those people would love to see me lose money with this stock. There's a lot. I don't know why I attract so many haters. Anyway, guys, if you're watching right now, click the hearts button, the hearts button, so we get more eyeballs on the screen. The upvote, like button, whatever you want to call it, because I'm not going to put out the new banger unless we get a lot of people watching. It's not worthwhile. Anyway, so I'm giving you guys two stocks. Two stocks we're in right now on WAP, and we got a bunch of others that are up bigly. Okay, so our members are up. Basically, TYGO is up 100%. So TYGO is up 100% in a week. We got the new banger that's up 50%. Okay, it's pulled back a little bit, but next week it's ready to go. Actually, it's looking very, very good. We got alt. I just told you about that. So we're in alt. I'm up 21%. You could have gotten maybe a little bit earlier. It was up 50% today. And that's what's going on now. The new banger, I think I'm gonna announce it maybe next week. I'll announce it after it's already up. Bigly. Okay, I think that's what I'm going to do because why not? But I'll tell you what, if you join us on WAP, again, click the link in the video description, you can find out exactly which stock I'm talking about. You'll know right now, and you could be positioned. So it's up to you. Okay, so what are we doing here? So that's what's going on, my friends. That is the story. So what's the new stock in town? Well, Ola Lang, I just told you. Now, the stocks we're talking about today, okay, the stocks I'm discussing today on this show are That's what our new paid program is about. The Pennystock Billionaire Gang Premium Membership. The Premium Membership, which is on WAP, is I'm only going to be pretty much talking about stocks I'm putting money into, which are ready to double or triple, which already we've had major wins, and ready to go to the moon. I'm also, by the way, I will also talk about, give you guys the early alerts on the new clients we're going to have, give you that stuff so that you can get in, before the rest of the people, obviously in a compliant way. We got to do this. But I think what I'm doing, I'm gonna change things around a little bit. I'm only gonna, I got a lot of companies that want to sign up, but I'm very, very picky. They got to have the right chart set up. So we're gonna change things around. But look, right now our members are making a lot of money with these stocks, and you could join them or you could not join them. It's up to you. But anyway, this the new real bangers. I'm giving you guys two. How many new bangers do you want? I gave you TYGO, which again doubled, and now it's ready to double again. TYGO is ready to go to the moon. Okay, TYGO, TYGO, is ready to go to the moon. And I gave you ALT, which is next week also. Both of these stocks are. We got beautiful setups on these stocks. Let me see how's the market. Oh, the market's a little bit quiet today, so it's good. We got to shake out. We got to shake out the losers. We got to shake out the weak hands. Okay, we got to shake out the weak hands. Just like Rocket Lab. Rocket Lab shook me out. Rocket Lab shook me out. If I get shaken out, why shouldn't you get shaken out? By the way, Rocket Lab about to have a golden cross on the 15-minute chart coming up. That stock is ready to go to the moon. Literally. I mean, literally. Wow. That's crazy, 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 crazy. Very, very bullish setup on Rocket Lab. Yeah. Oof. Oh, man, I should have. I should have had an alert on it. That's what should have happened. I could. I got in $3 late. I should have gotten it like $90. I'm going to put alerts on these things next time. Okay, lesson learned. Lesson learned. Okay, Unlimited shared the live. Thank you, Unlimited. Guys, if you're watching, click the hearts button, the upvote button, so we get more eyeballs on the stock. Okay, here we go. So, let's see here. So right now, the number of stocks we're in right now in our WAP program is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We got 7, technically 8, maybe a little bit more. We get about 5 to 7 names. I want to narrow it down because what we're doing is we keep trimming. If a stock doesn't move, we get out of it. I just want to I want to have 5 or 6 core positions, I don't want to have 1 million stocks. I want to have 5 stocks. But, if something it looks like it may be a banger, we got to get in. Oh, you know what else? I'll tell you another banger we're in right now. I'll tell you about this one because I'm up bigly in it also. And by the way, all our stocks right now are in the green. They're all up. NTLA. We got into this a couple days ago. Let me see. How much did I pay? NTLA, I paid $13.81. I paid $13.81 for NTLA. Actually, no, a little bit less, but I averaged up. NTLA. We're at 15. We hit 15.81 today. Now I'm going to show you the chart on NTLA. I already shared this on socials. That's why I'm giving it to you. Otherwise, I wouldn't. It's only for members only. Guys, check this out. NTLA is a stock we launched over here. Okay, breaking above the 200 moving average. We're gonna have a golden cross coming up in a couple of days, maybe in about a week, and it's gonna go to the moon after that. Okay, you know who's into NTLA? Kathy Wood. That's right, Kathy Wood. We're gonna close this gap. That's my target, to close the gap at 25 bucks. Maybe it goes higher. I don't know. I'm looking for like a double, basically. I'm looking to double my money with NTLA, and I might get out after that. But that could be, it could go to 100 bucks. I mean, it's been there before. NTLA is a stock, our Pennystock Billionaire gang. People are in. They're in it. Are you? Now, if you want to join them, okay, you want to make money with these stocks, link is above in the bio. Okay, so what else is going on? Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Let me pull up Rocket Lab quick. Oof. Rocket Lab. Man, I love this stock. I think Rocket Lab is going to go over 100 next week and more. I think Rocket Lab goes to 110 next week. Yeah. Okay. Let me just pull up. What am I looking at here? TYGO looking good. Okay, guys, I've given you 3 stocks that we're in, and the mega banger that's ready to triple next week is for our members only. If you want to know, you got to join. And by the way, these stocks, they got options on them, so you can buy the options. Okay, and you can have a massive move because you can load up on these options. You can make literally 10 times your money. With this stock, literally, you can make 10 times your money in a week. If this thing goes to where I think it's going to go next week, which is not even a big move, you can make literally 10 times your money in the calls. So many experts coming in TikTok. Yeah, everybody's a wannabe expert. Exactly. Now, have any of them written a book with a proven system that's a #1 bestseller? Do they have a real process, a system? No. Most of these guys are clowns, Most of these guys, oh, there we go. Sophia read the book. Thank you, Sophia. Please leave a review on Amazon. Leave a review on Amazon. By the way, Sophia, just to be clear, the book, I talk about penny stocks, right? Which can become 10 baggers. The stocks I'm talking about right now, are what I call real companies, meaning these are NASDAQ companies, which the problem with penny stocks is this, right? If you read the book, basically, we want to get into these things while they have a hot story in what we call a 10-bagger window. And most times you want to get out after they become a 10-bagger, because after that, they kind of fizzle out for whatever reason. They're not a lot of these guys, they're not experienced CEOs or whatever. They're not proven companies. It's like any small business. A lot of them just flame out. But with these stocks, these NASDAQ companies, right, like TYGO, all these companies, these are proven companies. These are companies that are, they're here to stay. What that means is that these stocks can go well beyond 10x. They can become 50 baggers, 100 baggers. It could be very, very sustainable. So in other words, these are stocks you can hold for literally 100x. My goal is to find like a couple of these 100 baggers. I want to ride something for 100x. And I think now the ones we have right now that we're talking about, I think they're good for 10x. I don't know if they go beyond. I don't know, but they're real companies. They're real. MTV and what's the new stock? Well, you got to, I'm going to hold the new stock till next week, I think. But I gave you guys already, if you're watching, you can watch the replay. I gave you guys, how many stocks I gave you? I gave you 3 stocks that were in already. Okay, our member group is in. The Pennystock Billionaire gang is in, which we're making bank on. Those are TYGO, 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 ALT, ALT, and NTLA, NTLA. Unlucky Man is saying, I'm not trusting this guy after ADTX collapse. Unlucky Man. Dude, look at your name. Look at your username. You got to change that name. Don't you change your name to Lucky Man, then you'll start making money. ADTX. I had nothing to do with the ADTX collapse. You know, if you had read my book, I tell you guys up front, when we launch a new stock, okay, when do you sell that stock? Either, you know, I tell you when to take profits, but I also tell you in the book, if a company stops putting out news flow, okay, if your company doesn't put out news flow for a few weeks, you got to get out of the stock, because it means the premise is dead. The premise of inflection point, all that. Yeah. Louis saying all his stocks have dumped. Louis, all my stocks are dumped. How about TYGO? That's doubled this week. How about, by the way, I want to bring this up. I love these comments. I'm not here to hide these. Okay, so Louis 780, what all the haters, all these haters, jealous, you're like jealous ex-girlfriends. That's what you guys are. You're like jealous ex-girlfriends. What you guys are, what you guys are failing to say, because you're dishonest. You're liars. You're dishonest with yourself. Forget about you're dishonest with yourself, because look at this. I've given you 7 back-to-back winners. I've given you guys 7 back-to-back winners. It's not, and by the way, those stocks, client companies, I don't tell you when to buy or sell. On our WAP program, the stocks I'm putting my own money into, these things, I do tell you. I tell you exactly when I'm buying and when I'm selling with my own money. I tell you exactly what price I paid, when I'm getting in, when I get out. I let you know. We got full transparency. So, Louis, just to bring up, you said all my stocks have dumped, but I just want to address that. So, again, I gave you 7 back-to-back winners, and there you go. Sophia, there you go. Now, here we have somebody who's actually honest. We have somebody who's honest. Sophia saying, I invested in Seattle when you said it at around $1.50. She got into $1.50. And it hit 9.5. So she got in early. Sophia, I appreciate your honesty. Mention that in your review on Amazon, okay? Mention that in your review on Amazon about Seattle. Because, yeah, look, guys, I'm not here to I can spend an hour going through every one of my winners, stocks that went up, 500%, 1,000%, 50x. I could spend all day doing that, all right? But no, look, Seattle went up 800. This is the last 6 months only. You show me nobody here on TikTok, on YouTube, has had 7 back-to-back winners in a row, or even more. Seattle up 700% from launch. Hoth doubled from launch on day 1. ADN tripled in 2 days. Aditex, which was a loser, went up 85% on day 1. Lottery tripled in day 1. ADN, I said, tripled. WGRX doubled. Worksport went up 50%. And CXAI went up 50%, all on day one. Okay? Now, when you get in, when you get out, I can't tell you. But, like I said, if you want to make the real money, okay, which we're doing right now with stocks like TYGO, which doubled in the last week, NTLA, which is up, is it 50%? Alt, which is up 50%, okay, which, by the way, could be doubles and triples. Those are ready to go. hang on a second. Mark MMX. He's saying Seattle wasn't bad for me. It taught me not to invest based on narratives. That's the comment of the day. I mean, I don't know if the guy lost money or made money, but he got a lesson. The lessons, education is expensive. Okay, you want to get a good education, it's expensive. I mean, you can go to Harvard, it's 250 grand, 300 grand to go to Harvard. The most expensive and the best education is real life. Okay, and I get an education every day with these stocks. I'm getting an education every day. You learn something new. Hopefully you learn and you improve on it, right? So as long as you learn and improve, that's what matters. Hang on a second. We got, okay. So anyway, bottom line is this. So if you guys, Sophia Sid was saying she got in. Okay. So Sophia, I suggest, again, you can join or not join, but again, as somebody saying on the WAP, that's right, join our WAP. That's right, like Pete 4488. Pete 4488 is saying on YouTube, all this dude is promoting his book and his WAP, LOL. Let's count how many times he says, join my WAP. How many times? I counted 12. You know what, Pete, it's not enough. I should be saying it 50 times. But the point is, if you join the WAP, you're going to see all our stocks. We give you every day. We give you new bangers, stocks that we screen. I go through literally. I'm looking through 8,000 stocks every day. We got a screen that goes through 8,000, and then I hand. This is not like AI. I don't use AI for this. I mean, we got the AI to do like a basic thing. I got AI to do like a basic through 8,000 because I can't watch 8,000. But out of the 8,000, I usually get about 100 to 3. I don't know, it could be 50, it could be 300. Like the other day, we had 300. I got to spend a couple of hours going through all those 300 stocks. I got to look at the fundamentals, the charts. Most importantly, are they ready to run now? Because I want to have like a sure thing, right? So those are the stocks. Those are the stocks that I talk about in the private community. I tell you when I buy them with my own money, and I tell you when I sell them. I tell you where I put stops in. So, okay, Sophia, I'm going to answer your question about open. You're asking about open. I'm only going to answer this because you bought the book. Otherwise, we don't talk about other stocks. Open. I'll tell you what open. I'll show you the chart. How about I show you the chart? How about I show you the chart? I'll show you the chart on open. So this is just for Sophia because she bought the book. Maybe she'll join the WAP. This is open. We're at 612. You had this pennant form. It could have broken out here. It could have broken out, but it didn't. It failed. It broke below the 50 moving average. It's been drifting, so it lost the momentum. It's it's pretty weak. It's kind of falling apart. It's like a balloon that's lost the air. And it's probably going to drop below the moving average. Sophia, you got into open at $1.80. You didn't sell at $10.50. Wow. Okay, Sophia, you're doing something wrong. Sophia, you're doing something wrong. What's the common denominator? What's the common denominator? There you go. I'm going to post that. It's not me saying it. It's you saying it. Okay. Listen, we all have that same issue. Okay. But here's the problem. I'll tell you from my own experience. The worst feeling in the world is to sell a stock and then you see it go higher. The worst feeling in the world is not the loss. I don't mind losing 5%, taking a stop loss of 5%. The worst feeling is you sell a stock and then you see it go higher. Okay, so I know how it feels. So what do? What's the right answer? A couple things. I think I talk about it in the book, but I got to revise it because we've got to revise the profit-taking rules. I think it depends on the chart. Here's the thing. Actually, no, I talk about it in the book. you put your sell stop in where the moving average is. Basically, once a stock breaks below the moving average, you get out. So once it broke below the 50 moving average, you get out. Now, this week I took, last week there's a couple stocks I got out of. Rocket Lab. I was in a Rocket Lab, I think in the 60s, and I got stopped out, I think at 80 something, in the high 80s this week, because I wanted to protect my profits. But I would let it run. I mean, I would have let it run, right? I mean, the market this week made me a little bit nervous. It was a little bit, the NASDAQ looked like it could have melted down. It really looked very shaky. It's on shaky ground. And yeah, AMD, yeah. Do you know how many stocks I've made 10 times my money with? I sold, I felt like a genius. And then they went up from there, 20x, 50x. I look at some charts. I have a stock actually that was on my radar. I'll tell you the stock. I'll tell you what it is. It's on my watch list. I'm going to share it with you. It's not. You guys are getting an early. You guys are getting an early thing here. No, it's not ASC. It's AES. AES, a utility company. Okay, AES. I'm going to show you this chart. I'll tell you my story with AES. I bought AES. I haven't looked at AES in years. I haven't looked at this thing in, like, I don't know, years. It's a stock I bought. When did I buy? I think I bought it in. Oh, here. Oh, this is when I bought. Okay. Oh, no, it wasn't that. Okay, so it wasn't so bad. Okay, no, okay. I almost felt bad for a second. Okay. AES I bought around, I'm looking here, around 2003. I'll show the chart. Okay, I almost felt bad for a second. I thought this was one of these things that went up 100x. No, so AES, I just looked at it because it popped up on our radar. So I bought it right here when it broke out. This is 2003. I bought AES, and I think I made like 10x. I sold it like 14 or something, and it went to 24. Went to 24. Maybe I sold it 12 bucks, somewhere around 12. I don't even remember. Why is everyone? No, I'm showing you my P&L. I'm showing you. If you're on our WAP, if you're on our Telegram, I'm showing you exactly when I get in, when I get out. You could see I've taken. I have taken like 5. I think we had like five losses. I had like 4 or 5 losses in the last 7 days. 4 or 5 losses in the last 7 days, where I lost, 2%, 3, 4%, small little things, because I don't want to go into a double-digit loss. If a stock is not working, I get out right away. Okay, you got to get out right away. So I think we had like 4 or 5 losses, and we have right now 7 stocks that are up bigly. They're up 25, 50%, 100%. So I don't mind that. Basically, there you go. My track record is. Now, with client stocks, when we launch a stock, I have a 100% win rate. Literally, it's a 100% win rate. But when I'm just buying a stock out in the wild, like right now, we're just buying it, my own account, I'm right about 50% of the time if I'm lucky. I'm only right about 50% of the time. And anybody who tells you they're always right in that type of thing is a liar, because it's impossible. The best traders would be lucky to be right 55% of the time. The thing is, you gotta cut your losers. You gotta cut the losers immediately, 5%, 8% maximum, and you gotta let the winners run to be 10 baggers. So AES, I just brought that up. It was on our radar as a potential breakout. I'm looking at the chart. It doesn't fit our criteria. So I don't know why came up on our screen? Oh, because it broke above the 50 moving average. Okay. That's why it came up. Anyway, let's see here. What's moving here? Let me see. Let me see what is going on. Oof. Oof. Rocket Lab pulled back. Oh, Rocket Lab. Rocket Lab. Look at this. Rocket Lab. I got into Rocket Lab. I thought it was breaking out. It's pulled back. We got a $500 loss in Rocket. I only got like 500 shares. Not a big deal. Anyway, we got... so the bangers are running right now. The bangers are positioned for massive moves next week. And our options, by the way, our options on the banger already doubled. So just so you know, in our private WAP, hold on, Pete, I'm mentioning it again for the 13th time. Tom Brady, Kobe Bryant, what was the total return on PKK and what happened to the CEO? You know, PKK, I'm glad you mentioned that, Tom Brady, it went up 2,000%. We introduced that stock at 70 cents and went to $14 took about 9 months. It was 70 cents and went to $14. Actually, it was 35 cents, but they did a split to get onto NASDAQ. So, but basically 70 cents post split, went to 14 bucks. People made 20 times their money. I made money with my options that they granted me. I was very happy. And right around 14 bucks, the CEO, you know what happens with these companies is as soon as, the stock goes up, he raised like 50 million bucks thanks to my efforts. And he says, hey, I don't need you anymore. I mean, you've done your job. I don't need you anymore. Thank you. Okay. We haven't really done anything. I don't know you asked me what happened to the CEO. I haven't heard Johnson, right? Johnson Joseph, I think was his name. I haven't looked at that stock in years. PKK. He did say nice things about us. He gave us a nice, he said some nice things about us. Joseph Meatball is saying, what's the new banger? Joseph, if you want the new banger, we told you we gave already 3 stocks we're in right now. We gave 3 stocks that our private member group is in it right now. Out of 7, we were in 7 stocks. I gave you 3. I shared 3 stocks. They're all winners. All our stocks today are actually all our stocks actually are up. Yeah, the ones we're holding are up. Every one of our stocks actually is up. So we have everything is moving nicely. We got one that's down 2%. Excuse me, we have 2 that are down. One is down 3%. One is down 2%, a little bit less than 2%, which is fine, and we got some winners that are up, 100%, 46%, 18%. They were up in the 50s and 60s%. So if you want the new winner, you got to join our WAP. Click the link above in the bio to join the Pennystock Billionaire Gang. Mark is talking about projections. Mark, don't you know about narrative, buying the narrative? Never buy the narrative, especially with these stocks, these big ones. That's the most dangerous narrative. Don't fall for the narrative of those guys. I can't believe this Rocket Lab. We're getting churned in Rocket Lab. This is ridiculous. I don't believe this thing. Am I about to get churned in Rocket Lab? That's what happens. I'll tell you what. If I get churned in Rocket Lab, I'm out. I'm out. Rocket Lab breaking below the 5. This is a difficult stock. You know what? Difficult stock. Rocket Lab. That's the problem. Once you get out of these things, you get back in. See, that's why, you know what it is? This is why I like to get into, stocks that are coming out of bases. So It's more safe. When you get into stuff like a Rocket Lab, you're chasing that momentum. It's already up, and it could go higher. It looks, I mean, look at this. This thing was ready to go to the moon, like literally just a few minutes ago. Like literally, it was ready to go to the moon, and now it's turning around. It's like a rocket. It's misfired. Oh, Rocket Lab. Wow, it's very disappointing. I mean, look at this. This is I may have to get out of Rocket Lab. Let me see here. Yeah, I don't want to be down. I don't want to be down too much. I don't want to. I'm not holding. I'm not. I don't want to hold. Okay, I'm down 1% in Rocket Lab, but yeah, it's. I don't like that. See, I don't have an edge with Rocket Lab. A stock like Rocket Lab, we really don't have an edge. With these other stocks, I have a much bigger edge. Okay, anyway, look, the new banger is looking really, really good. And we're going to, projection is narrative. There you go. Projection, yeah, of course, it's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. The only thing you can trust is the chart, the moving average. You buy the breakout above the moving average, you sell below. That's all you can trust. And yeah, let me see. Okay, listen, for Rocket Lab, speaking of moving average, if Rocket Lab breaks below that 1 hour moving average, I'm out. I'm going to be out. Let me see. I don't know. I mean, I have a feeling it's a shakeout day. I don't know. Look at it's back up already. This thing is like, this is so volatile, this stock. Oh, I think it was a shakeout. That's what it was. You know what else we're in? We're in the options on CoreWeave. I'm in the options on CoreWeave. 120 calls. Okay, we got options on other stocks. Our options positions are bangers. We got a double already. I got a double in the new banger. It's going to be a 10 bagger. I think it would. God willing. God willing, it'll be a 10 bagger. All right, guys. Anyway, I'll see you Monday. I think I'm gonna release the new banger Monday. Have a good weekend. All right, TikTok, we're out. YouTube, you guys know where to go. Like Pete told you. You get onto the link in the video description. It's on WAP to get the new banger.